Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before I dive into the trades I've taken this week and the week 9 of my FTMO challenge, I would like to quickly run some things through you. So last week, if you didn't watch it on my Wednesday video, it was actually the year since I started my FTMO challenge. Now, in that video, I briefly talked about the ups and downs and also the main things I've learned over that period of time. Now, I've came to a point where I'm truly accepting the mindset and the psychology it comes behind trading. One thing that I'm sort of a strong believer of is that trading is pretty much 80% psychology. Finding a winning system isn't actually the hard part of trading. There are so many winning systems out there that are proven to work. All you have to do is go find it or pay someone to teach you it and you're good to go. The actual hard part is implementing it in your own way and being strict around the risk management, trading rules, and such and such. That's where it really comes down to it and really breaks for the most part, is when these people try execute it and they bend the rules a little bit or don't stick to it completely, so they're not completely mechanical in a way, meaning they make mistakes and they trade emotionally. That is the big part. You do not want to trade emotionally. Every time the market moves, it is completely out of your control, and you should only really focus on things you can control, which is actually the mechanical execution of your strategy. I just wanted to touch on that slightly because over the weekend and over the past few weeks, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and also the audiobook of Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. If you haven't read it or listened to it, I strongly recommend it. That book is quite a game changer when it comes to psychology. It really dives into the depths of trading psychology and how your past trauma, in effect, could actually implement how you execute in the market and how you should really be thinking in probabilities and what it really means to accept the risk of trading. Let's now jump over quickly to my FTMO dashboard. Now, as you can see already, I took 3 trades this week: 30th of September, 1st of October, and 2nd of October. So that was the Monday, that was the Wednesday, and that was the Thursday, I believe. So every time I lose, I risk 0.5%. So that's 1,000 as I'm on a 200k account. And when I won this week, I made close to 2%. So that's a 1 to 4. And I'm going to break down that winning trade and also the losers. One of these 2 losers I am not very happy about. The second loser I am happy about losing because I'm perfectly okay with executing it and I was fine with the risk. But the first one, I wasn't planning on taking it. And I'll dive in a little bit deeper when I talk about it in a second. As you can see, yeah, 3 trades. So I'm up this week. So spoiler alert already, early in the video I'll tell you, I'm up this week. So as you can see there, the little spike. We're finally making some progress towards that 10% mark. So I'm up 2% now. I was 0.5% last week. So that is a big progression. That is 1.5% up, I believe, from the previous time we saw it. Here are the trades down here. And I'll break them down on TradingView right now for you. Okay guys, so here we are on TradingView now. This is the 1 hour time frame, quite zoomed out, and we're looking obviously at EU because that's the only thing I trade. And as you can see, I have the 3 trades marked up. They were all taken on the 15-minute time frame. I'll go look at them in a second, but I just want to recall to you guys how I was looking for shorts this entire time. Remember that? I was predicting this drop to occur. Even if it did break this top, I said it was going to drop, but realistically, I'll tell you what I'm going to be looking for now because this is quite a fast drop and there's a lot of sellers in the market. This actual initial reaction right here at the bottom is from NFP, and we'll see what happens early on next week when that really takes effect again. So let's go to the 15-minute now and zoom in on the chart a little bit. So this is the first trade I took. I am not happy with this trade. It is a valid trade for my system, but the higher degree and higher time frame didn't in fact line up with what I was looking for. I had a plan at the start of the day of what I was looking for, and instead I took this trade. The reason I took this trade is because the structure was fairly clear to me, but it wasn't in line with my higher degree. That's why I regret taking this trade. If I looked at the bigger picture and actually what I was looking at, I shouldn't have been taking this trade. I should have waiting for it, to break this top one more time and then look for my sells, or break all the way down here and look for my buys. But it was in the middle currently, so I shouldn't have actually been doing anything at this period of time. But yeah, I need to take it on the chin, learn from it, and move forward. So I took the buy 15-minute. It was a 2.75 risk to reward, and yeah, I lost 0.5% on that one. The next trade, this was the big winner of the week, this one. I should have held it a lot longer. So in my positions, I split them into 2. As you know, on my FTMO account, you'll see it says 2 trades in each day, but it is only 1 trade I'm taking. I just split the position into 2 different parts. So my first take profit level is 70% off, and then I leave the rest of it to go running a little bit further on in case the market gives me a lot more than I thought. Now, I was initially targeting this low down here, just here. So this was my initial target. I didn't get out on this level. Now, this is also something that I did wrong, and I was very aware as soon as I did it and exited my trade, I knew I should have still been holding. But I shouldn't get down on things like that because I'm self-aware of it and I know I really shouldn't be doing it. I think I took the trade off a little bit too early because of my recent drawdown I've been having on my account. I was up 9% and I've lost pretty much all of it back to the market, you know? I didn't want to give back more profit that I worked hard to get back, basically, because it was 2%. 2% is a fair amount on my challenge, and the risk to reward was a 1 to 4. So I didn't want to give it back to the market. I took it and ran, even though I could have held it much, much longer. So yeah, as I said, this is where I got out with the other half of my profit. The first take profit was just below this level, so I took some of it off there, and I entered on this candle after I saw this structure here in the market. This is the structure I saw for my sells, and it played out very well. This was quite early in the morning, 6:45. I don't know if many of you are awake at that time, but I was awake since around 5 a.m. So I was definitely waiting for this. And as soon as I saw this top taken, I was looking for my sells and it gave it to me beautifully. Now, after this, so I was targeting this low. And the reason I was targeting this low here on that sell is because after this point, I was expecting the market to reverse and go break this top here. Obviously, it didn't do that. As we can see, and we look to the right here, it's fallen off a cliff. But that was also the second option I had. But my bias was to the upside. And it still is to the upside, believe it or not, even though we have all this selling at the moment. So yeah, after this low was taken, I was looking for buys. So this low was taken, as you can see, around this area. And it gave me a structure that I considered was a buy setup. Even though it hadn't broken any major levels on the upside, then it wasn't moving very sharp. It was still a valid trade for me. It came about 70% to my take profit level and then fell, reversed on me and took me out for a loss. I don't move to break even unless my first take profit is taken, because that basically allows my emotions to get involved when they really shouldn't even have a part in it, in my opinion. See, I was targeting this previous high, and obviously it didn't give it. It gave more downside and took me out for a 0.5% loss. So I was still up on the week, even though I lost 2 and won 1. That is where the risk to reward plays out in your favor. You gain a lot more than you lose when you lose trades, and that is how this will play out on the long run. Now, my win rate should improve over some short period to long period of time because I feel I'm getting a lot more disciplined with my trades, but also not being scared to take trades. That is a big part, I think, that I need to be focusing on, is just executing the trade in a mechanical way. Don't have an emotional effect if you think the market or your trade, if your trade will win or lose, that's irrelevant. You don't know where the market will go. All you can do is execute your mechanical system the way you have designed it. That's all you can do. The win and loss isn't up to you. It's up to the millions of people trading the market who are moving price at all times. So after this now, so it's dropped all these levels. Now, it is a heavy dropping, right? But I am still looking for my buys. I am still looking for my buys all the way up, most likely until the US election. I think the US election is actually going to bring a lot of US dollar strength, basically. So I think these will be going up, and a lot of the majors, I think, will be going up, or DXY should be falling around until November, and then we'll get some pretty good strength on the DXY, hopefully. But I'm obviously not going to jump into this market as it is falling off a cliff. I'm going to wait for my valid buy setups on the EU before I jump into the market. So I don't know how many of you guys out there are in similar positions to me. I've had quite a few comments where people seem to be able to relate to my journey and my struggle in trading, because obviously most traders fail. It's not a common thing for most traders to be successful that easily. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to actually get where you want to be. So that is why I think a lot of people relate to this channel and they support it. One thing I want to talk to you about very quickly is that I think trading, like I said earlier in the video, is 80% psychology. If you can master your own mind and your own emotions while trading, trading will become so simple. So simple. All you need to do is have a proven methodology that works. That is actually the easy part. The easy part is finding a strategy that works. The hard part is executing it emotionless and not worrying if you're going to win or lose. That's especially hard if you're in a position where you want to be a profitable trader and there's a lot riding on it because you want to be a winner, basically, right? That's not what it comes down to. You can really focus on just executing your trade. That is all you have to focus on. If you can purely put all your energy and focus into doing the right thing and the disciplined methodology, trading system, risk management, all of it, then you'll be a profitable trader. It's just a matter of time. And that is what I'm really going to focus on. Sticking to my rules, taking every single setup I take, no matter how I feel about it, that shouldn't be relevant at all. It should be, is it in line with my rules and my setups? I take the trade. Simple as that, right? I hope you guys had a winning week, and if not, it's completely fine as long as you didn't break any of your trading rules. That is the main part at the end of the day. Comment below if you had winners or losers. I'm very interested to see how you guys do in the markets. Also, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe if you're new. I appreciate all the support you guys give me, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.